And still the reports are coming out. We've seen some reports today that Cristiano Ronaldo refused to train with the subs the day after this. We'd like to shed some light on the credibility of those reports. Alexis Nunes, as I mentioned, is outside the Portugal team hotel right now. What are you hearing there, Alexis?
Yeah, Kay, we're just in another city outside of Doha, pretty much about 40 minutes outside of Doha, right in front of the Portugal team hotel, which is pretty much a fortress. I mean, this is as close as we could get to it. We're in the parking lot, and why not? Because all eyes have been on Portugal after that massive win last night, and all eyes will continue to be on one man, Cristiano Ronaldo. Today is the first day that we've had without any games in this World Cup. It was supposed to be a chill day, but a lot of people flocked to that Portugal training today. And look, it wasn't a major training. It was just to keep the guys moving. The boys in studio will know what it's like. Those that were the starters yesterday, part of the starting 11, they did some work in the gym with resistance bands and whatnot. And then the rest of the subs that came on, they were out. They had their football boots on, and they did train like that. Cristiano Ronaldo, who was a sub yesterday, as you know by now, was not a part of the subs. Instead, he chose to train with the boys inside the gym. He was seen using resistance bands. He didn't put on his football boots at any point. He stayed in his trainers and kind of kept things lightly. What we cannot confirm, though, we've spoken to a number of the journalists that were there, is whether it was his decision or not. So we cannot outright say that he refused to train with the subs or if that was just part of the plan. They did ask the Portuguese media there if, you know, maybe he was carrying something, even though he didn't start yesterday, and the Portuguese FA rubbished that claim. They said, no, he's perfectly fine, but they didn't give any more details. Now, Portugal are set to have a media session, a press conference with Fernando Santos on Friday ahead of their quarterfinal match. No doubt a lot of those questions will be about Cristiano Ronaldo because everybody continues watching him under a magnifying glass. But for now, we cannot say that he refused to play or train with the subs. However, he did not take part on the pitch. Instead, he did all his work inside the gym.
Just to let everybody know, when you have a player not just that good, but that old in your squad, whether it's a club team or an international side, when you have a player of 37 years of age, probably every day that there's going to be any sort of training, the manager, the coach, the fitness coach, whoever's in charge, will go to that player and say, how are you feeling today? Should you do a bit today? Should you leave it? Should you do a bit of stretching? So it shouldn't be a surprise that every day for Ronaldo is different. This has got nothing to do with the stuff we've been talking about, I don't think. This is about what's best for the player, which ultimately is going to be best for the squad if he's to be brought on in a game.
So they're making a mountain out of a molehill, this report?
I'm just saying that players of that age are dealt a little differently than any other player.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.